Hello, hello, hello. So I haven't been on here to film a video in a while, and that's because I just haven't been feeling the spark to. But today, I was gonna go outside to get cookies to eat with my ice cream, and then I felt like the need to go inside. Kind of a mix of paranoia and like a feeling of uneasiness, not necessarily unsafe, but like uneasiness that could easily lead me to feeling unsafe. So I just went back inside. And now that I'm inside, I feel calmer. And I started feeling like that after I looked at the full moon. And it's not a full moon yet, but I was looking at the moon. And I didn't look at the moon and feel unsafe, but after I looked at the moon and kept going, I felt a little, just things got triggered. And it's funny because the first card out is the Tower, when I asked Spirit if I should do a full moon reading and just see what's going on with the energy. So yeah, I'll just say, just from being outside, the energy feels interesting. Today I've had a good day. Today I've been surprised. I keep getting surprised really by my body, the way my body's changing and the way clothes look on my body these days. And today I was also feeling healthy. I ate a lot of vegetables today. And you know what? I'm about to go put on some tea to boil and drink some tea. Give me 1 second. Um, so yeah, I keep seeing my confirmation pattern. The confirmation pattern that I have is like one number and then a different number and then the same number as the first number. So like 202838, that kind of pattern, that's my confirmation number. Anyways, or confirmation pattern. Anyways, so yeah, today that's been an ongoing thing. Feeling happy with my body, especially when I'm putting on, I just saw it again, 232. Yeah, okay, so maybe there's like an energy of getting comfortable with the reflection in the mirror, and getting comfortable with, or your personal view beginning to line up with the way that the universe views you, or with the way that your outside world views you. And you know what? That's interesting because that's why I think the Tower is here, because that could go many different ways. Either way, it feels like a truth is being revealed, a fog is being cleared, and in the nighttime or in this darkness energy, you are being able to see the obvious of a situation that maybe in the sunlight or in the daylight or in another energy, it would look different. It would feel different. You would get a different perspective than the perspective of the night, of the dark. But that perspective of the dark is the energy that you need in order to make a clear decision that is going to lead you down a better path overall. So, not unlike any other full moon, this full moon has the energy of revealing truths, of culmination. But it also has the energy of like changing your mind, turning backwards, being discerning, listening to your gut, trusting what you feel and understanding that the feeling is the truth. Not what you see around you, but the feeling around you is the truth. Looking around me, there is no sign of danger, even in the nighttime, but I felt paranoid, and I don't take that feeling lightly, because it comes from somewhere. It's rooted in somewhere. Even if it's rooted in fear, that fear is rooted in something that I won't deny. Okay. So we have a lot of cards spread out here. And what I wanted to do was do a song from Spirit first. Actually, I'll do a song from the moon, Okay, so hello, full moon. Hello, 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 full moon. Full moon to happen on September 9th. So we're talking to the future moon, but could you give us a song that you thinks speaks truth into, what this full moon, what you are bringing to the table during this time, what energy that you're bringing to light? Can you give us a song? I'm going to shuffle my playlist and you just pick a song. Whatever song you pick, I will consider that the song of your full moon on September 9th. Oh. Okay, so we got Justin Bieber, Never Let You Go. I can only play like the first 10 seconds, but let's listen. Okay. The first 10 seconds was just music, so let's see. Never Let You Go, though. Oh, and that's funny because full moons are a period of release, aren't they? Yeah, they are. So that's interesting. Okay, anyways. There's every good reason for letting you go. She's sneaky and smoked out, and it's starting to show. I'll never let you go. I'll never let you go. I'll never let you go. I'll never turn you around. I'll never let you turn around your back on each other. That's a good idea. Break a promise to your mother. Turn around your back on each other. You say that I've changed. Well, maybe I did. But even if I've changed, what's wrong with it? I'll never let you go. I'll never let you go. I'll never let you go. I'll never let you turn around your back on each other. That's a good idea. Break a promise to your mother. Turn around your back on each other. And all our friends are gone and gone. And all the time moves on and on. And all I know is it's wrong, it's wrong. And all I know is it's wrong, it's wrong. It's wrong, it's wrong, it's wrong. If there's a reason, it's lost on me. Maybe we'll be friends, I guess we'll see. I'll never let you go, I'll never let you go, I'll never let you go. I remember the stupid things, the mood rings, the bracelets and beads, nickels and dimes, yours and mine. Did you cash in on your dreams? You don't dream for me, no. You don't dream for me, no. But I still feel you pushing like sonar from the days in the waves. That girl is like a sunburn I would like to save. That girl is like a sunburn I would like to save. She's like a sunburn, she's like a sunburn. Okay. 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 Yeah, I mean, we have the lovers here with divine timing. We have two of cups here. We have the sun, the hierophant with temperance. Sorry, I said divine timing. Six of wands, seven of pentacles, queen of swords, queen of pentacles. Huh. Spirit, because that song is not giving me like I know it's I'll never let you go, but that song is not giving me like, yeah, like good, hold on. It's giving me you need to let go. That girl's like a sunburn and there's the sun and like the sun is blazing down on this girl. And even you could see the hierophant as with the sun here. And here is temperance with the sun and the moon. Huh. And you know what? We have the sun here, but if we're gonna like use that song as basically its own like tarot card and really mix it in with the meanings, she's like a sunburn, and the song is pretty much talking about a toxic love. It's almost like it's almost like temperance asking you, in terms of the lovers, are you gonna? And it's funny that I placed it back up. Are you gonna choose the sun or the moon? And the full moon is about releasing. Sun, you're holding on, and it's attached to this lover's energy. But I'm not sure that this is what you need to keep. So if you're not in a relationship or dealing with a romantic situation, so there's nothing to let go of, um, or your situation you don't feel like applies to this, there is clearly this energy around letting go of something that you once had that has, or once had, or still has a very strong hold on you, and you have a lot of emotional ties to it. You have the Two of Cups here. It has a lot of passion, and it has a lot of importance to you. I was gonna ask about the Queen of Wands, and there she is. What's that? Six of Cups. Yeah. Yeah. It's like you're looking back on this past situation and not seeing it clearly for what it is. Maybe because of the full moon, with moon energy, illusions can exist, and there can be some fogginess, but I almost feel like the moon is coming in and, like I said, shedding light on an energy that is there but you weren't seeing, or you weren't understanding until now. And it's not that you were willfully not seeing it. You didn't see it. You could not see it. But now you do. And so now that you know what this is, are you going to stay in this toxic situation, or are you going to move on? And there's a strong feminine energy here, a strong divine feminine energy here. And it's almost like with the Seven of Pentacles, it's like working to build something where like the roots are dead, you know? It's like you're trying to revive a dead plant. Yeah. And it just doesn't make sense. And it's time to just let that plant go and start anew, and, allow it to rebirth and have a new beginning in another existence. But, you can't keep building at something that is literally gone. There's no reviving this. So if you do choose to engage in this, well, almost like a past energy, oh, there's 1155. If you choose to remain in like what I guess you could consider this karmic cycle, then you will be making that as a literal choice, because this full moon is going to come and make everything aware, everything clear to you. So then it's like you can't pretend that you didn't know what you were getting involved with after this full moon. You will know. You will know the truth, and then from there you will choose to continue a cycle, or you will choose a new path. And so when you choose to continue that cycle, just understand that whatever comes of that, you chose. It's almost like Spirit is like, all right, with the Hierophant here, I feel like Spirit is like, you have a responsibility here. You have a higher awareness, a higher knowledge. You're being given a gift from Spirit, which is the gift of awareness, and you need to use that. For some of you, it could be change in friendship, letting go of a friend, meeting new friends, getting guidance from a friend. Maybe a friend is going to tell you the truth, and it's going to bring about this change. Maybe this truth is coming around friendships, something like that. But there is this Hierophant and Three of Cups connection to the wheel. So whatever that might mean to you around tradition, structures, old structures, maybe with friends being changed, or just things falling apart around relationships, but it's for the better, it seems like. Either way, change is coming. And I feel like if you choose to do the Six of Swords, which is the moving on and the going into the darkness, taking that moonlight and following down the dark forest path and exploring a new lane instead of staying in this sunlight, even though this sunlight is actually like a dry, barren desert, and you're getting sunburned and you're like dying of thirst. That's what this sunlight is giving. Because look, the sunlight, oh my God, that's so funny. Because the sunlight, ha 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 ha. Sorry. That's hilarious. Sorry, the sunlight. Oh, see, I keep, what did I do? I had it like this. I keep turning the sun. Or was that the Lovers that I did? I did the Lovers like that. But I'm doing this now. Don't choose this. But anyways, the sun was covering the Page of Wands. And I said that you're seeing something not clearly, as in you're thinking of something as the Queen of Wands. Remember I said I was looking for the Queen of Wands. It's because you're looking for the Queen of Wands and you're thinking it's the Queen of Wands. Even maybe thinking it's the Empress, thinking that this is your whole world, thinking that this is your abundance. I just saw 1444. Thinking that this is your abundance, thinking this is your gift. but it's just the Page of Wands. And there's nothing wrong with the Page of Wands, but it's giving a past energy, and so you're allowing nostalgia to rule you and make you think that something is more incredible than it is. And it's also giving this desert energy. There's a lot of work that needs to go into growing this, but right now, like, the only element you have is sunlight, and that's great. You have heat, you have fire, you have passion, you have the Lovers. I just saw 1515. But that also isn't enough, because when it's just all passion and nothing else, it can easily be the Devil. 1515. It's very ground energy with nothing else. You know what I mean? And it's not good enough. It's not enough to build into a abundant life. It's just gonna leave you dry and frustrated and burnt out. This is like burnt out energy. I can put this into my own life. Right now, I am literally experiencing like a deja vu moment where I am in the same position that I was a year ago, except I'm very different. But a year ago, I had begun having a spiritual awakening in a way I had never had before. And it was very early on, like very, very early on. And I discovered this place that I really wanted to go to, and it would be the decision to drop out of school and go, or to stay in school and not go to this place. And I really struggled with it, but I ultimately chose to stay in school. And everything happens for a reason, ultimately. So it's a good thing that I think it's okay that I didn't choose to go. But now I'm in this same position. And I think that this reading, if I'm applying it to my own life, now it's like, okay, well, what decision do you make? Because I stayed in school that semester, it was very hard for me. It was important because I ended up getting a lot of ideas and having a lot of experiences that I now need. But I did end up dropping out the next semester. I didn't even finish. And I didn't go to the place that I wanted to go to, but I went somewhere else and I had a bunch of experiences. Oh my God. Sorry, 1 second. I need to get my charger. Where is my charger? Oh gosh. Spirit, where did I put my laptop charger? So yeah, now this opportunity to go to this place has come back around. I could have gone any other time, but I never did. And now, same exact timing, this opportunity has come back. And I'm also, for the first time, going back to school. So now I'm literally having to make the same choice that I was brought a year ago. And it's like, what choice are you going to make? And this time I feel like I have more to lose because I only have 1 semester left of university. So it's finishing university and literally graduating, or not, and going to this random program that came to me during a meditation. And I'm struggling. I'm really struggling because I want to finish. I've done 3.5 years and it's like, come on, you know? But I'm also like, it's no coincidence that this decision is coming back around the same time. And I really wanted to do it and I didn't do it last time, and I have the opportunity to do it. And I'm seeing all of these confirmations in the pattern that I told you I'm consistently seeing. Yeah. But I'm ultimately, I've put in the application for the program, and if I get in, I'm going to go. So I'm not going to finish university. So I'm telling you what choice I'm making. I'm choosing to see what the moon is revealing to me, and I'm going to take the truth, and I'm going to walk down a different path. I don't know what you're going to do. But anyways, I was going to say that this sunlight looks beautiful, right? But behind it, you have the Page of Wands. So I was talking about that desert energy. It's sun shining down on a desert, right? Not on an abundant grass field like in the Queen of Pentacles. No. It's just the Page of Wands, but it can look very easily like the Queen of Wands. But also think about what wand energy is. It's heat, it's fire, it's passion. The devil is also representative of passion. I talk about the devil in connection to orgasmic energy, in a connection to sex, like a lot of people do, in attraction, in a connection to attraction, seduction, all that energy. But when it's ungrounded, it's not really doing anything for you, right? But anyways, yeah, you have the Page of Wands behind the Sun. And then right after that, you have the High Priestess. Great card, but talks about using your intuition. When you see the High Priestess, you see right behind that was, what was it? Oh, wait, you had the High Priestess and you had the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands can talk about celebration. Four of Wands can talk about weddings, reunions, things like that. But right after that, you have the Devil and the Eight of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles and Judgment. And what's that? Ace of Pentacles, New Beginning. So yeah, you guys. All I'm saying is if you have a situation coming up, if you have a decision to make, if you have something from the past, if you have something that you're holding on to that has a lot of heat, a lot of fire, a lot of passion for you, but you know that there is another option, or if something is being revealed to you under the full moon energy, which it doesn't have to be directly on the 9th. It could really be starting now, starting yesterday, even to a few days after the full moon. It's just within this energy time span. There's a truth. There are many truths maybe that are being brought to light. And if you receive that information and it now changes things, you have to take that into consideration. And if you don't, that is going to be a clear, Spirit is going to see that, and they're not going to punish you, but they're going to see that. I'm seeing the pattern again. I'm like, this isn't, I'm not seeing this pattern for no reason, right? It's like, what are you going to do? Are you going to stay the same? Are you going to be the same person that you were before? And either way, you can't really be the same person after you understand this truth. But it's really a matter of, well, are you going to, is it deprogress, or are you going to progress? Are you going to move forward or backwards? And you're going to make a conscious choice to move backwards, because this truth that's being brought to light, it's going to be an obvious truth. You're going to know it. You're going to be able to recognize it. It's going to change things for you. And it might not be a truth. There's the moon. It might not be a truth that, you definitely need to start something new. And that'll lead to your Six of Wands, your celebration. But anyways, it might not be a truth that everybody else recognizes, but you're going to know. Maybe nobody else will be able to confirm it for you, but you're going to know. You're going to know, and Spirit's going to know, and the moon's going to know. And so if you choose to live in that toxic energy, then you choose to live in that toxic energy, and that's okay. We all make choices like that. But just understand that you are intentionally making that choice. So be careful with your intentions under this full moon. What do you really want? And if you intentionally make the choice to hold on to this, consider and start to think about what you want for yourself and how your wants reflect your view of yourself and reflect what you think you deserve. Because if it's what you want, it's what you want. But then you have to think about, why do you want that for yourself? What do you think of yourself that makes you feel like this is something that you deserve? Even in knowing the truth of what it leads to, how it makes you feel, it's not going to be like a hard decision. It's going to be something that is like, maybe it would be hard under someone else's perspective, but for you, it's not hard. You know that you're making a decision out of comfort or out of fear or out of, something that is like a guilty pleasure versus something that is really better for you. And it's not going to be that hard. For someone else, it may seem hard. You may have people around you who are like, oh, that must have been really hard. But it's not going to be that hard for you. You might take other people's, thinking that it's hard and take that as comfort to make you feel better in making the wrong choice. But you'll know, it's not going to be hard for you. Just like for me, like right now, this decision this is very 12-12 energy. But right now, this decision between school and the program is not hard. It's not a hard decision. I'm not like really struggling. I know what to do and I can do it. It's literally just a matter of whether I'm going to do what's comfortable and what I want to do, because I want my degree, and for basically just my own satisfaction, and being able to say I'm done and blah 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 and release that, versus taking this, a different path that is a little bit more intimidating. But it's not a hard decision. You know what I mean? You're not it's not difficult in that way. You know what you want to do. You know what you need to do. It might not be what you want, but I'm also seeing for the first time this Empress energy in not the best light, because it's almost like an overindulgence in your desires, in your wants, versus what you really need. It's like I'm seeing the Empress versus, and I would maybe even say that this is more like an Empress reversed. Oh, and then right there you have, oh, damn. Once I reversed it, Spirit was like, yep, because all of these other cards came out too. You have the 10 of Swords, the 3 of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. All of that energy, it's like this flimsy desire. It's flaky, it's superficial, giving into these urges that don't actually bring you anything fulfilling, versus this hermit mode, this this introspectiveness, this deep work, this rooted work, which brings you so much more deep-rooted fulfillment and healing and progression in your life, but maybe is not the prettier path. You know what I mean? Even relating it to me going outside, I turned back around. I went outside to get cookies for my ice cream. I wasn't sure if I really wanted it. It was just a pleasure that I was thinking I was going to indulge in. But on that path, I turned back around. The cookies were not enough. It was not important enough. I didn't even really want it. And I was close enough to the grocery store where I could have really just kept going. I probably would have been fine. But I turned around and changed my mind, because I was like, no, it's not worth it. This feeling is not worth it. And there's a similar energy here where it's really just asking you to make that little sacrifice, and it's not even going to be a big sacrifice, because what you're giving up is not really worth what you think it is, but it might feel like that. And under the full moon, there's also, that dramatic energy of Pisces and Cancer. And it's funny because the moon is both ruled, I think, we are ruled by the moon as Cancers, but I think the moon card is ruled by Pisces, right? Or am I thinking of something else? I'm not sure, but I think so. I think the moon card is ruled by Pisces. So, yeah. Sorry, I have an itch in my throat. So you might think that you're doing something, you're giving up something huge and blah, 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 but you're not. You're really not. This love, this job, this career path, this habit, this food, this thought pattern, it's not as valuable to you as you think it is. And you need to give it up. Or else it's going to lead to heartbreak for no reason. And either way, you're going to end up having to start over. But it's almost like getting a head start on your new beginning, and also coming into your new beginning from a place of power, that rather than a place of wounding. You can come in fresh and healed and empowered. You just made a good decision. Or you can come in with your leg chopped off. You know what I mean? And in this scenario, you're like a starfish. So your leg will grow back, because after the tower, it's the star. So your leg will grow back after the tower. But you're going to need some time to heal. So you're delaying yourself. You're choosing the delay. If you need to choose the delay, you need to choose it, because that's just where you are. But I would try not to. Anyways, yeah. So this is us staying in a toxic situation or getting out. That is basically the energy of this full moon. And I say get out and go home. And home is where the heart is. Where is your heart leading you? Where is your heart leading you? There's the Queen of Swords. Yeah. You have to be brutally honest with yourself. Allow yourself to be brutally honest. When your head and your heart connect, that's when the brutally honest truth comes out. And that's what you need to do in this moment. It's like, see the silver. Silver lining. See the devil for what it is. Ooh. It's not seductive. This devil energy needs to be healed. And it comes from this place of like 9 of Wands and King of Wands too. Of seeking partnership and also defensiveness. That's interesting. From this boundaries of having to fight, of having to protect yourself. And you might feel like you want to rest in this devil energy. It might feel comforting. It might feel like a break. It might feel like relief from this journey that you've been on. And so you just want to take a pit stop here, but it's not worth it. And it's not what you think. And you will get no rest. You will be fighting for your life. I'm sorry. It's true. It's true. You don't want this. You will be stuck. You will go into hangman mode. And we all know how annoyed we are with the hanged man. So if you don't want to be there, make the right decision. Take the truth. Get into your Queen of Swords energy. Yes. Receive this gift of knowledge and run with it. Let your boundaries down. Don't be guarded against spirit. Spirit would not lead you astray, even if they tell you something you don't want to hear. If they're telling you something you don't want to hear, think about why you didn't want to hear that. 7, 7, 7, 7. Step into your queen power, your independent power. This is like the battle of the divine feminine against herself. It's like overindulging, right? Versus being independent and self-sufficient and leading down your own path and being. This is like understanding the gift of the Queen of Swords. There's always so much hate around the Queen of Swords. But this is the gift of the Queen of Swords. She's logical and she chooses the truth every time. And whether she expresses that in the best way or not it is what it is. But sometimes you need to step into your Emperor energy, which I'm considering the same as the Queen of Swords in this situation. Step into your power and be smart and be clear and have your boundaries set. And don't allow them to waver for anyone or anything. Put the burdens down. Do not allow someone to give you their baggage. Do not allow yourself to sink back into an old habit because it's comfortable. You've already been dealing with the discomfort and you're actually about to have all of that burden released from you if you can make a final decision to really ultimately choose yourself. Choose the God within you. Choose the Queen within you. Choose the self-love. And pick yourself. Do not pick this path. Yeah. Because you're not seeing it clearly. You're seeing it with dreamy eyes. And it's the same dreamy eyes that hallucinate and see something that's not there. Because you're actually so tired. That you know when you're so tired that you get like this random high and then this kick and wave of adrenaline and it makes you see things and act crazy in this way that maybe can be productive in some ways, but in other ways it's just a sign that you're really tired. That's the energy that it's giving. And so you're starting to do things that you wouldn't do if you had proper rest. You know what I mean? Maybe you need to slow down and make sure you're getting your sleep. And so when it comes time to make this decision, you're making it with a clear head. You know what I mean? But either way, try your hardest not to deny this truth that's coming forward. Is there anything else, Spirit? I kind of feel like that's it. Oh, I kind of feel like that's it. Yeah. Five of Pentacles. We've got Four of Wands. Judgment. And there's like this need to protect your gift, Protect the gift that is coming towards you by not relinquishing space in your life to old things that don't need to be there. You know, when your gift is close, all of the past comes rushing in just to be cleared out. It's like it comes up to the surface just as it's about to move out. And sometimes we feel something right at the surface and we're like, oh, what is this? And so you think that you need to go and gather it back in. No, it's on its way out. Let it continue to leave. Let it pass through and keep going. Don't cling on to it and bring it back in thinking that you're losing something that you need. You let go of this a long time ago. You don't need this thing. Let it go. Let it go. 9/11. Let it go, girl. Let it go. Let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Yeah. And in your boredom, in your sadness, in your loneliness, do not choose this fake crap because you're literally about to receive your 10 of Cups. You're literally about to receive what you've actually been working on, what you've actually been manifesting. So do not come and let in this like fake gift that's coming in. It's going to come in very quick, very sly. It's going to look like all that jazz. It's fake. It's bullshit. You know how I've been seeing that pattern, 858? Well, now I'm seeing a variation of that pattern, which is like 355 or 855. You know what I mean? And it's like a version of that pattern, but it's not the pattern because the two things are beside each other rather than facing each other with this thing in the middle. So you see, it's like a fraud. It's like a imposter. It's like a makeshift version of this thing that is real. And it's coming in to see if you want that or if you want the real thing. And the only way to know that it's not the real thing is through your discernment, through your judgment, through your intuition. The moon is coming and it's like, here you have all the intuition in the world and your intuition is going to reveal the truth. Are you going to trust it or are you going to listen to your wills and your desires and your fears? Whatever. And we do have desires that aren't great for us. So this is the time to really examine your desires. And what do they say about what you think of yourself? And if they're saying to choose the toxic thing, maybe you don't really love yourself and you really need to be focusing on that. Because you don't think you deserve true happiness and so you're willing to accept the fake shit. Yeah. Why is this? Okay, so I think that's it. I think this message was for me personally. Okay, so bye. Happy full moon. Enjoy it and choose what's best for you. Listen to your heart.